You watching this video right now, you are a fool, an absolute and utter fool. You have foolish ways, foolish ambitions, and foolish desires. I'll say it again. You are a fool. And for that, you should be proud. So take that as a compliment and wear the title Fool as a badge of honor. Say to yourself, yes, I am a fool. This is the nine-toe way. It is to examine your place in the grand scheme of all things and accept what you see. It is to say, yes, I can operate within these parameters and make it all work. That is the nine-toe way. That is what makes you expansive. That is what gets you out of the box. So many people just stay stuck in a box because their minds can't zoom out and just see themselves in the grand scheme of things. They only see this little tiny bit of the world and their place in it, and they can't see that things that are happening for a reason. They take it personally. They think, oh my God, the world's falling apart because something bad happened to me. Oh no. But you know what? That's their problem. You know better. A true fool such as you knows better. So wear the fool badge as a badge of honor. This is the nine-toe way. This is the classic depiction of the Fool archetype from Tarot. This is a noble and powerful being. This is a person who is unafraid, open-minded, willing to take risk, and refuses to be put in that box I was mentioning earlier. I mean, look at this guy. He's about to step off a cliff. But does he seem worried? Nah, he's fine with it. Blissfully unaware. If it is meant to be, it's going to be all right. If it's not meant to be, that little dog you see there will stop him. So either way, it's all good. This is somebody who has faith that everything happens for a reason and that there are no coincidences. Therefore, they do not look for blame or fault, because what blame or fault is there to be found when everything has a purpose? I encourage you and hope to persuade you to live up to this ideal. I know many people have preconceived ideas about what tarot cards are all about. They have this idea that tarot cards are for fortune telling and seeing the future and all that stuff. And yes, they can be used for those things. But I find it very unfortunate that people believe that this is all tarot cards are good for, because there's so much more they can tell you that are more valuable than just the future. As far as the future goes, a fool would say, why worry about it? You'll know the future when you catch up to it. So take the fool's approach and say, what will be, will be. Que sera, sera. A fool will focus on having a good now, right now. Not 5 minutes from now, not 5 hours from now, not 5 years from now, but right now. Focus on right now. If you focus on having the best right now that you can, then eventually all those right nows will add up to a good right now in the so-called future. An excellent use of tarot cards is to use them as reminders of who we each are. You see, each card in a tarot deck represents a piece of us. We are made up of feelings, emotions, thoughts, fears, hopes, dreams, ambitions, shadows, lights, spiritual desires, on and on and on. And each card in a tarot deck, there are 78 cards in all, represents one of these qualities, broken down to our spiritual self, our earthly self, our emotional self, our mental self, and our earthly and passionate selves. Tarot cards are a blueprint of humanity. To understand the cards is to understand yourself. You will see glimpses of who you are in each card. And what you learn about yourself, you can also apply to others. This makes understanding tarot not just crucial to self-understanding, but as a tool for empathy as well. So look at a tarot card and ask yourself, how is this quality represented within me? Am I happy with it? How can I enhance it? How can I overcome it if I am displeased with it? This is the true power of tarot. Look at the Fool card and let it remind you to keep your mind open, to be adventurous, and to take things as they come. What is meant to be is meant to be. Be a fool and remember that. Life is so much less stressful when you embrace your full self and exemplify it. Try it and see it. This is the Nine-Toe Way. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe. There's more on the way. Oh, and click around the other videos on my channel. You'll find something you like.